Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dedito. Always open, always local.
Being a high risk of not complying and or committing additional crimes.
Ahead on primetime, the son of a retired GPD colonel is charged with attempted murder. Plus, a grand jury indicts a pair accused in beating a prison detainee. And lawmakers discuss potential impacts the military buildup may have on historic sites.
Hot today and good evening.
Drugs, sex, scandal, and violence, all the makings of a Hollywood box office hit. We saw all those elements played out over the weekend. Now, a Chalampago man is under arrest and charged with attempted murder.
We brought it to you first on KUAM Digital. Tonight, the new details into Friday's stabbing as the suspect appears in court.
$100,000 cash bail. That's how much Kenneth Michael Regis will have to pay to get out of jail. Regis was arrested on Saturday night, just hours after police put on an all-points bulletin for suspects involved in a stabbing incident the night before. Today, Regis faces charges of attempted murder and aggravated assault. According to court documents, the victim in the case was only trying to protect his girlfriend. Apparently, she was ready to exchange sex for drugs. The transaction apparently happening at a Chalampago home. But when the victim showed up uninvited, court documents state Regis allegedly attacked him with a knife. He was treated for a punctured left lung at the Guam Regional Medical City Friday night. The victim would later tell detectives how it happened, later resulting in Regis's arrest. Prosecutor Terry Van Eaton asked the court to consider Regis's outstanding cases when setting bail today.
Given the nature of the charges and the special allegations, along with probation's assessment under the ORS-PAT of him being a high risk of not complying and or committing additional crimes, and given the fact that the charges were brought while the defendant was on release from another felony charge in CF 042816, we would request a $100,000 cash bond.
According to court documents, Regis is on pre-trial release for a 2016 drug case and was released on a $10,000 performance bond. Ironically, he's set to enter a plea agreement in that case on Thursday. KUAM has also learned Regis is the son of former GPD Colonel Joaquin Regis, who retired from the force in March 2010. A return date has been set for June 29.
They're accused of brutally beating DEPCOR detainee Justin Meno, and now a grand jury has handed down an indictment against Albert Babalta Santos II and Jeremiah Santos Ishizaki. Both are facing attempted murder and aggravated assault charges, which they will answer to on Wednesday.
A man is being held on a $10,000 cash bail after allegedly holding several people at gunpoint. T.R. Aram is charged with second-degree robbery plus other weapons charges. Court documents state he walked up to the group in Dedito last Thursday, allegedly pointed a gun at them, demanding money and other items. He was later picked up following a search warrant at the Gilbaza subdivision. Aram admitted to police that at the time he was drunk.
He was shipping drugs from Colorado to Guam, and now he'll spend the next 3 years in jail. 33-year-old Bernard Mendoza was sentenced in the District Court of Guam today. Last year, he pleaded guilty to attempted possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute. A total of 56 grams of meth and 56 grams of marijuana were recovered in the case. Federal charges are likely to come down against an agate man caught with a large amount of the drug ice. Benji Bastillo was arrested earlier this month after authorities recovered $27,000 worth of meth and $170,000 in cash from his car and home. Today, Bastillo was released and placed under house arrest. Though the government had no objection to his release, prosecutor James Collins advised the court of additional charges to come, stating, quote, "The amount of substance and the amount of cash involved in this case is large. There has been some suggestion that the federal government may be getting involved at some point," end quote. A return hearing is set for August 7, with trial anticipated for sometime in October or November.
Ex-cop Mark Torrey Jr. will be back in court this week for sentencing, and tonight a KUAM news special coming up right after this newscast. We will bring you up to speed with the highlights From his murder trial, our segment goes back to the day the shooting of Officer Bert Piolo, and takes you through the events that followed. All that up to the moment that the jury found Torrey Jr. guilty of negligent homicide, aggravated assault as a third-degree felony, plus the special allegations of possession and use of a deadly weapon in the commission of a felony. Sentencing starts at 9 a.m. on Wednesday before Judge Michael Berdalio. Our special 1046 Officer Down airs tonight, immediately following primetime.
Stick around for more news here on Primetime.
You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens, it's a beautiful day. We rely on the people we trust, who we can always count on. And to the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need wherever you are. Calvo's Select Care, health care that's always there for you.
Celebrate more data on the ITV Family Share Plan. Get the amazing Samsung Galaxy S8 and an S7 for just $198 when you bundle your mobile plans on a share plan.
Drive and discover at Guam's best dealership, Cars Plus in Mighty. With Guam's best warranty, there's no better time to drive a Hyundai Accent starting at $11,995, or the Hyundai Elantra starting at $16,995. It's not just newer, it's better. SUV lovers, check out the Hyundai Tucson, J.D. Power's top-ranked small SUV, starting at $19,995, or save $4,500 and see the advantages that put the Hyundai Santa Fe at the head of its class. Get to Cars Plus today to drive and discover the quality and value that is Hyundai. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Chuck E. Cheese's Guam is not all fun and games. Our pizza is delicious with the freshest toppings, oven-baked to order. Try the fresh salad bar, sandwiches, and don't forget our mouth-watering wings. Come and eat at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Tragedy hit the military community this weekend. 7 sailors found dead in flooded berthing compartments after the USS Fitzgerald collided with a container ship off Japan on Saturday. All 7 has since been identified, one of whom was stationed on Guam recently. The USS Fitzgerald is no stranger to Guam, most recently participating in the multi-sail 2017 bilateral training exercise back in March. On Tuesday, a memorial mass will be held on Naval Base Guam for those fallen sailors. Fleet and Family Services Naval Base Guam is also offering counseling services for those who need it at this time.
They're historic sites, thousands of years old, and may hold secrets to how the ancient Chamorros lived. But it was revealed before lawmakers today that full details are not yet known about the extent to which these sites at Finagazin and Retidian will be impacted by the military buildup. Isa Baza has more.
These are places, if they are intact, that have meaning for us, and I think we should be allowed to know about them before they are disturbed.
Vice Speaker Therese Terlahi said this of the more than 12 historic sites at both Finagazin and Retidian that face negative impacts stemming from the military buildup. State archaeologist for Guam, John Mark Joseph, detailed how roughly 25 stones and other artifacts at Finagazin will likely be excavated and stored by the military from a laddie site called Magua that was originally bulldozed in the 1950s.
How they're going to be used, where they'll be used for reburials or for redoing a laddie set for visitors or something like that, tourism or something. I'm not sure at this point.
Then there's concerns lingering over historic sites at Retidian. There are 15 historic sites impacted by the live firing range at Retidian, including 9 that are eligible for the National Register.
Most of the sites that we're dealing with are short-term occupation, perhaps maybe came up for a week or a couple of days or something like that to procure different resources and then leave. So we're not talking about a major village, especially in the live fire training range.
However, in terms of value from a historic preservation perspective, Joseph said smaller sites are just as, if not more important than larger sites. As for how mitigation efforts are going so far, he noted that Guam State Historic Preservation Office has raised issue over the military's pre-data recovery plan, noting the site evaluations weren't up to expectations.
So why are we in data recovery if the SHPO's office thought it was not an adequate plan?
Well, the military has certain contracts that they put out. We don't control the military, and so they do certain things, and it's kind of a back and forth type of aspect.
Local advocates like former Senator Hope Cristobal spoke at today's hearing. She advocated for more resources to protect these and other sites.
We need a responsive government of Guam office dedicated to the protection and the preservation and given the resources.
And would allow for a $75 million credit line to speed up the payment of tax refunds, though the measure only received 7 votes during a May special session. The governor contends the Organic Act trumps the legislature's standing rules and that only a majority vote is needed to pass. Adelup is hoping the process moves along quickly so that tax refund recipients can get what they deserve. A scheduling conference has been set for June 22nd at 10 a.m. Pamela, Paka, Pongsanwa, and now Paksu.
No doubt Guam is in Typhoon Alley, though we've been fortunate enough not to have one in years. This week, both local and federal government agencies are holding a rather important exercise to test their response capabilities. Valerie Maege has the story.
Wet, rainy, and thundering. The poor weather conditions may have many of you really feeling the Mondays, but all perfect conditions for what went down today. The Office of Homeland Security and Civil Defense's Typhoon Paksu Exercise 2017. Beginning last week Friday, Guam Homeland, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, plus various local and federal government agencies, along with some private and non-profit organizations, came together to conduct this year's exercise, which mimics what would happen in the event of a Category 5 typhoon. National Weather Service meteorologist Chip Gard says on Friday the NWS issued a mock typhoon watch for Guam, and today the Weather Service issued a mock typhoon warning.
So we're expecting damaging winds to arrive within 24 hours. Of course, this is an exercise, so we're simulating that we're going to get hit with a Category 5 typhoon. We haven't been hit with one of those since Karen back in 1962.
Typhoon Karen was the most powerful tropical cyclone to batter the territory, bringing winds of up to 185 miles per hour, destroying 95% of the island's homes, leaving at least 45,000 people homeless and 11 dead. Office of Civil Defense Administrator Charles Estevez says this year's exercise also allows the agencies to prepare for next year's full-scale event.
Sure, we can take a lot of the gaps, lessons learned, the shortfalls, and kind of build upon the exercise, so we have a better exercise next year. And if what Chip tells us is true, over the next couple of years we may expect a storm surge. So this is it's a good way for us to exercise our current plan.
Additionally, Estevez says the multi-agency exercise will allow participants to execute the Guam Comprehensive Emergency Management Plan and the Catastrophic Typhoon Plan. Though Paksu 17 was only an exercise, each group plays a critical role in the response to the island's real-time disasters. So Guam residents can rest easy knowing that both local and federal agencies are always preparing for whatever disasters may occur. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Valerie Maige.
Well, sports is next, but first, weather.
What can I say? My family was tired of seeing red from internet data caps. We switched to GTA and life is good again. Sure, it took a bit of time for some of us to adjust to our newfound internet freedom.
Don't turn off the show. How does it end?
Relax, honey. The data limits are gone. You can watch the whole show now. But we're all happy with the change, and I think it's even earned me some cool points.
You rock, Mom.
That's right. It's getting lit up in here. How about that?
Okay. So I need to finish this homework now.
Okay, I'm done. My son, though, he's in the midst of a serious rebellion. Rebelling against an alien invasion, that is.
Free yourself. Switch to GTA Home Internet today. Truly unlimited with no data caps or additional usage fees.
I prepare. I train. Through strength, determination, and focus. You can overcome anything because every step, every move brings you closer to your goals. This is what makes you an alpha.
Spider-Man isn't the only hero in town. There's Pizza Man with Cheesy Bites Pizza. He has superhuman strength. He has that crowd-pleasing Cheesy Bites Pizza and his 28 poppable cheese-filled bites. No one out-pizzas the Hut. See Spider-Man Homecoming in theaters July 7th.
How do you want to live? As a decent person? Good husband? Is that it? Good? Of course not. King of the hill? Better. Top of your game? Win. All-powerful. Like a boss. Like a pro. We couldn't agree more. We are professional grade. Step up to GMC and get nearly $9,200 total value on select specially equipped Sierra Crew Cab SLT vehicles in stock.
Visit AutoSpot GMC today.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
Off at Guam, Chris Barnett here with sports, proudly brought to you by Triple J. Lunes Monday, woohoo! Still Father's Day in the States. Oh yeah. Let's get right to it with KUAM Sports.
Championship game in the GHRA Basketball League. MVP taking on Sling Stone. Stone came out knocking down shots, up 17-2 early. Sam Settig with 3 of his 13 on the night. MVP's Merwin Martin drives toward the basket and gives it up to Fred Peters, who goes high off the backboard. That's called old school. Bank shot. Jeff Serrano finished the game with 8 points. Leaner in the lane. Lean on me for 2 points. Youth on the side of Slingstone. As they were able to push the pace, only 6 players suited up for MVP. Merwin Martin, Short J, good for 2 of his 7. Slingstone setting up their O. Settig with the pass to Ryan Camacho, who takes it through the lane for the floater. Modest Mouse. MVP trailed 21-13. Tim Edelor pull up 3 rims out. Gerard Jones pulls down the board, maneuvers in traffic, and gets the shot to go. Jones finishing with 15 points. Slingstone crowned the champions of the GHRA Basketball League after picking up the 64-52 win. Eric Rages had a big second half for Slingstone, scoring 12 and finishing with a team-high 16. Faith Thompson chipped in with 11. 2017 Guam Futures ITF Pro Circuit presented by Docomo Pacific and Hilton Guam, featuring pro players from around the world. Players will compete for the world ranking points and $15,000 in cash prize money. All matches played at the Hilton tennis courts.
Our top seed is Hiro Ihara. He was here for our first Futures in 2010 as an unranked player, and now he's back as the top seed, so that's pretty good. We have a young man here from New Zealand with a prosthetic arm, and he's trying to be the first to get a ATP ranking point as a disabled person, so that'll be some big news for him and for Guam if he's able to pull through there.
Big shout out to John Tuck and Frank the Crank Camacho for repping the 671 at UFC Fight Night 111 in Singapore. Tuck pulled off the first round submission win against Japan MMA legend Takanori Fireball Kid Gomi by way of rear naked choke. Frank lost by unanimous decision to Li Jiang Lang, but he walked away with a fight of the night bonus, taking home $50,000. Hey, can I borrow? Other PXC vets on the card included Hawaii's Russell Doan and KTT's Kwan Ho Kwok, who lost to Doan, and Rolando the Incredible D. Co-Ed Masters Soccer League, Big Blue Masters, 7-0 blanking of the ITNE Boonie Dogs. Sarah Graham led the way with a pair of goals. Hyundai Family FC 6-1 over Geno's FC. Ashley Bessigar recorded the 2017 league's first goal by a female player and the eventual game winner against Geno's FC. United Masters 3-0 over the Bank of Guam Strikers. Enrique Interian, Takefumi Inouye, and Wu Chu all scored for United Masters. League play continues Thursday with Geno's FC taking on Napa Rovers Masters at 7. Friday evening's matches will feature Big Blue Masters taking on BOG Strikers Masters at 7, followed by Hyundai Family FC against United Masters at 9. Online schedule of matches, guamfa.com/all leagues co-ed results.
Lunes, Monday! Hey, you keep shining, Guam. Hopefully it's not raining cats and galogos in your neck of the jungle. My name's Chris. Hasta Gupa. Adios!
It's Nissan's Stay Fit sales event.
Fitness is important. You Nissan service pros are like trainers for my car's fitness.
Now check out this heart racing deal. Rogue starting at just $175 per pay period, no money down. Top safety pick Rogue at $175 per pay period, no money down. Your new car fit kit includes free service, free car washes, and your own personal fitness watch.
Keeping it fit and clean with free car washes leaves me more time to focus on keeping myself fit.
The Stay Fit sales event. Find out more at Nissan Upper Tumon or online at nissanguam.com.
Introducing McDonald's new signature crafted recipes, like the sweet barbecue bacon sandwich, tangy barbecue sauce made with sweet onions, thick cut applewood smoked bacon, and topped with crispy golden onions on chicken or seared beef. Introducing McDonald's new signature crafted recipes, like the maple bacon Dijon burger, applewood smoked bacon with sweet maple seasoning, grilled onions, and a creamy Dijon sauce with a hint of honey on chicken or seared beef.
The hot summer savings event is going on now at Triple J. With only 1.9% financing on all new vehicles, now is the time to buy. Plus, receive a free $500 Kmart gift certificate with every purchase. Get unbelievable deals on all remaining 2016s and all new 2017 models. That's right, 1.9% financing on all Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Lincolns, Volvos, Mazdas, and Kias. Plus a free $500 Kmart gift certificate. Get pre-approved instantly at TripleJGuam.com. Triple J says yes. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J, customers first.
Time for some birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. First up, Janaea Cruz. Happy 4th birthday to our Nene Bear. Cuddles and kisses from your family.
Happy birthday, Rissy Ann, our princess, Time Glow.
Joe Ryan, JC, happy 3rd birthday. Love always Mom, and Papa. And happy belated birthday to
Connie, Lynn, DeGracia, Crisosimo, turning 17. Love Mommy. Corbin, John, Christopher, Ricky, and Bonita. Happy 10th birthday, Elijah Sunega.
Happy birthday going out to Marianne Marquez, Auntie, that's from Auntie, love Riley, Joe, and Aiden.
Happy birthday, Matthew Sandlin from the Fulo family. Happy 2nd birthday to Kobe. Love Papa, Mama, and family. And happy birthday to Papa Love. Happy Father's Day, Papa Love, from Jerian.
Yeah, that's going to do it for us here in the news desk. Stay tuned. 1046 Officer Down starts now.
Closed captioning is brought to you by ITNE Life in Motion.
What is your address, sir?
Less than 10 hours later, between 2 and 3 a.m., Bert would die of a painful death at the hands of this man, the defendant, who committed reckless murder.
At this point, it was a 50-50 shot that he was either angry or just didn't know what he was doing.
Okay. And then what happened next?
He attempted to leave with the drink, and then I told him that he couldn't leave with the drink. And then he asked me, card. He said, "Do you want me to slap your face?"
My opinion is that at the time of the shooting death of Mr. Piolo, that Mark Torrey was suffering from alcohol-induced blackout.
Having no ill will against that brother right there.
Did this come as a surprise for you? Thanks, Nick.
How did he get shot? Did he do it to himself?
It's a case that had the eyes of many on Guam and on the local police department. It was one summer night in 2015. The lives of two GPD officers, well respected in the community and on the force, would change forever. Half a day, I'm Nick Delgado. Sentencing is set for ex-cop Mark Torrey Jr., convicted of negligent homicide in the shooting of his fellow officer Albert Piolo. Throughout our television special, we will revisit the bars both went to that night, the intense moments in the courtroom, and the crime scene where Piolo spent some of his final moments before he died. This is 1046. Officer down. A chaotic scene going on for hours. Investigators blocking off the road to this Jigo home on the morning of July 13th.